And I've been living fast life, but I see it in slow. Oh no, and you see my lifestyle, I got G's in the double. See many people there outside where they feed man's oboe. Oh no, I mean I stand the defender like Joseph Yobo. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I chatty get even warning. If you fall in love, Kelly satin. You go to breakfast, I'm not capping. Can you see dripple, I'm not catchy. I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm a quest and feet, I just want the happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night.
A big shout out to Ombulabs for their sponsorship. I am Comfort from Rails Girls Kumasi 2022.
Hi, I'm Paola. Thanks to Shopify for sponsoring Rails Girls Kumasi 2022.
My name is Maunyo Mary on Rails 2022. Thank you, Sauce Labs, for the sponsorship.
Hey everyone, I'm Hannah Pintua Nuni rapping live on Rails Girls 2022. Thank Bet Crowd for sponsoring Rails Girls 2022.
Hello everyone, I'm Sakis Opon on Rails Girls 2022. We are thanking our sponsors, especially Vonage, for sponsoring this program. We really appreciate your efforts. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Rhoda. Thank you, Simplificator, for sponsoring Rails Girls 2022.
So we want to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors for sponsoring us, especially to Monoco for sponsoring Rails Girls 2022 edition in Kumasi. Thank you, we appreciate.
Thanks App Signal for sponsoring Rails Girls 2022.
Hey there, this is Sandra and I'm repping Balsamic. Thank you for sponsoring Rails Girls 2022. We love you.
Hello everyone, I'm Linda. It's all about Rails Girls Kumasi 2022. Thanks for Lineup for sponsoring Rails Girls 2022.
Hello, I'm Evelyn. I would like to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors. Special thanks to Digital Oceans for making Rails Girls Kumasi 2022 success.
And then again, I have with me yet another beneficiary of Rails Girls Kumasi 2022, and I still want to know more about her. But hey, I'm not good at mentioning people's name. I don't want to mess up with their names. So please, what's your name?
I'm Edna Kwashi.
That's quite simple. I could have guessed that. Edna Kwashi. Well, Edna, tell us, what did you learn from Rails Girls Kumasi 2022?
Oh, actually, I've learned a lot. Like knowing Ruby is a programming language I didn't know before. And then I've learned on how to build the Ruby on Rails. So, actually, the process started by re-downloading some zip files, that's SQLite folders, and then Node.js, and then the Ruby installer itself. And then we also installed Git and other things to help the process of our code.
Yeah, it started from yesterday from around 2 p.m. and we continued today. Were you able to launch your first application on Ruby?
Yeah, I did.
You did. Would you say it's difficult, complex, or?
Okay, at the beginning I was finding it a bit challenging, but as we started, and my mentor actually helped really a lot. And so as she actually helped through everything, as was getting to the part where the site will actually display, I began to get the thing really well, and then I began to actually understand why we needed to install certain things and all that process that we went through. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds so beautiful. So your mentor actually helped you.
Yeah, she did.
And please, I just want to know, are you going to end this experience here, or you want to continue?
No, I will continue.
You will continue.
Yes,
so you're actually assuring the organizers and all the persons that sponsors this workshop that you are going to continue with Ruby.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. And I want to actually use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors, because it's because of them that we have this huge opportunity. And I want to say a very big thank you to the organizers and everything. I mean, Rails Girls 2022 It's nice. It's beautiful. I'm really, really grateful that I'm part of this.
Hi, it's been an intensive 2-day workshop here in Kumasi, and all too soon everything is coming to an end, and want to really see or understand what has happened on the ground. So we want to speak to a few of our mentees if actually they've learned something, or how we intended that they grab what they were thought they really have that. So I have with me one beautiful mentee, and tell us your full name.
Princess Oparilabi.
Princess Oparilabi. Where from you? Where you come from before?
West.
Okay, what program?
Biotechnology final year.
Biotechnology final year. What actually inspired you to come to a workshop like this?
Well, I heard of it from a friend and I thought it would be a cool idea. I wasn't really serious about it at first, but then I decided to give it a try.
Okay, so you just decided to give it a try. What would you say after those workshops? What would you say was your experience actually? What did you learn? Tell us.
Well, I learned so much. It's definitely exhausting. You get frustrated, but then you learn so much. It's definitely worth it, and I can see myself pursuing a career in programming now.
You can see yourself pursuing a career in programming. That sounds awesome. So that's not going to be a 2-day wonder, but you're assuring us that you're going to continue from hence. So we can be checking out from you from time to time if you're doing so well.
And my mentors have told me they're always there to help, so yeah, I'll be disturbing them.
All right, Princess, thank you so much. And what one thing do you remember from your class, or what did your mentor tell you?
Oh, my mentor, he told me a lot. Actually, I can't mention, but he told me a lot about coding, programming, and then. But the most thing I picked is it's frustrating, but then once you achieve your aim, once you solve a problem, you realize that it's absolutely worth it. So if you get frustrated, you don't give up, just keep going and then you hit your target.
All right, thank you, Princess. We're so grateful you came through.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, enjoy your coding life after this workshop.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yes, so I have with me here Precious Miba. This particular name, I struggled actually to mention the name. But Precious, what went wrong about Race Girls 2020? What do you think wasn't right?
Okay, I don't really think there was anything wrong. I feel like everything that happened, we learned something from it one way or the other. Because initially when we were trying to create our first app, we struggled a lot with the installation process, the command prompt. But as we went on and we dig deeper and deeper into it, we were able to come out successful. So every bad thing that happened, I personally learned something from it, and I feel my sisters to learn something from it.
Won't regrets coming?
Well, yes, I'm not going to lie about that because starting something afresh and then you keep on getting bags, and I felt like giving up.
At what point? At what point? Because you have to make so many installations before, quite so many installations before you actually.
So at a point, I didn't even know the mistake was coming from me. I installed the wrong version of Ruby, and it was giving me error here and there. I was getting stressed. I was panicking. So later on, I sought for help, and it went well.
Okay, so do you actually have some computer skills or IT education before you actually came here, or you actually?
I'm actually a computer science student, so I had a fair idea of how it was going to.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, what should we expect from you? Because the last 2 years, with Race Girls 2020, we at least had 2 persons who mentored in this particular year. So, what should we expect from you?
Oh, you should actually expect the best from me. Actually, I might not be a mentor, but
you must be a mentor.
Okay, I will be a mentor.
Because you actually have some background in
okay. I would be a mentor, but actually what I meant was, even if I don't get to impact my knowledge on
people that are really close to me. I look forward to helping a whole lot of people out there. I want to make people feel that there's a whole lot that is in Wales and they should try it.
Thank you very much, Precious. It's been awesome having you, and we are so grateful that this particular workshop actually also impacted you in a way. Our quest is actually to help or expose more women to software so that you people can also make some good living or get some particular exposure. You know, we are breaking the bias. All right, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we cannot actually speak to the mentees without speaking to the mentors. They were imparted. Now we also want to understand some of the things that the mentors have also noticed from Race Girls 2022 and what they think we can actually do to actually improve this community here in Ghana and then make coding for women quite easier. So I have with me two prolific software engineers who are in their own individual ways do well. But like I always try to do, I want people to mention their own names. So, Sam, what's your name?
Yeah, I'm Clifford Emmanuel Akai Neti.
Clifford Emmanuel Akai Neti. And then we also have...
I'm Clem Sedem. You can call me Clemens Sedem. And you can also call me Efokoda. So.
All right, Efokoda. Okay, I think that should be your Twitter handle and other stuff. Yes. All right, great. So we had the opportunity to speak to some few mentees, and they actually said they were able to launch their or finish with their first application and were able to be on Rails. It means that you guys did a great job.
That's good. That's great news. Yeah.
Yeah, but some of them say actually it was actually boring from the beginning. What do you think is the reason why it's not actually interesting from the beginning?
Well, that's a really interesting question because I didn't have that feedback from the group I mentored. Well, I guess a little bit more interaction would have helped. Yeah, but that's it depends on everybody coming together to meet earlier to have a discussion. But I feel rather than trying to hit the goal of achieving building of the Rails app, there can be more Q&A sessions where at each stage we just don't want to enter the final product. We want to be talking to ourselves, making sure the mentees can ask more questions so that we can give them more answers. Perhaps that can make it more interesting.
Yeah. So maybe you want to add something?
Okay. So I think from my point of view, the group I actually worked with, from the onset, it looked boring because what I wanted to do was to get them to understand the thing, not just jumping into building. Yeah. You know, most of them just jumped into building and they were happy because the thing was working. But I wanted my team to understand the core from the basics before we build. So at the end of the day, they were all happy that they actually understood what we came here to do, not just build a working application. So I think if they say it's boring, it was like some of the mentors took their mentees into classroom like they are teachers. They are actually teaching. You know, sometimes teaching can be boring if you are not seeing the real thing going. So I think that may be the reason why some of them said it was boring.
All right. To the best of my memory, you've been in Race Girls 2022. Race Girls 2022, Race Girls Tamale, which was held last year, 2021, and then Race Girls Kumasi 2020. The workshop has always been a day and a half. Okay. What do you think it actually has to be that way? And from our point of view, it is so because we do not have a lot of funding to actually extend it. But as a coach or a mentor, do you think a day and a half is enough to actually send beginners through all these processes?
No, certainly not. But I think he made a great point of where he had to slow down to teach the basics. And I think that's really, really instrumental in getting people to be interested in technology, especially Rails. You see, the Rails provides an amazing opportunity to quickly jump on to building something. But once we have the time to explain fundamental concepts, it's very, very easier for them to even generate interest on their own and program on their own. So maybe more than a day and a half would be really good, so that we can spend more time to do more conceptual groundwork before we even build applications. Yeah, that's what I think.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say that this is my third program I've had with Rose Girls Ghana, and I must admit this has been the most fruitful to me, because I realized that my team is up to date with whatever I was actually talking about. Now, talking about experience, I think we need to motivate a lot of young ladies into the tech space, not only software engineering. We have other data analytics, data science, we have ML, we have artificial intelligence and difference. But with the software engineering, the experience I have had in all those three programs, I think we missed one thing, or we are missing one thing. There is no source of motivation for those who are also interested to be part of this. Why do I say there is no source of motivation? Now, this is my third program, and there is no single girl from 2020, even last year, who is here to just testify to her colleagues that Ruby on Rails Girls in Ghana has helped me develop these skills, and I have gained an employment as a software engineer or as so and so. If we can get them to get there and come back and motivate the other their friends, I think it's going to be a source of motivation to people who think we just come here for fun. A lot of people think we come here for fun, but we actually come here for serious business. So I think going forward, we should be able to follow our mentees even after here. Give them that pressure, let them grasp whatever they needed to get. Let's give them recommendations, even if it's internship. Let's give them recommendations so that they can get that internship. Then the next program, at least 1-2 of them will come out and give out encouragement words. Sometimes they hear from we the mentors, it'll be like, oh, you are already in the field, that's why you talk too much, okay? But if we can get it from them, I think it will be very great, and that is what I'm rooting for. So we, the organizers of this program, should, and the mentors, let's chase the mentees. Most of them after here, they don't care whatever is happening. If we don't reach out to them, they will forget everything. I think that is the next step we should take. We shouldn't wait for them to be reaching out. We should rather be reaching out to find their interest, if they are really interested again to pursue this software engineering career. If they are ready, we keep on giving them guidance. We keep on bombarding them with materials to read and keep up. Yeah, I think with that, we will get somewhere.
All right, so thank you very much. And we've been trying so much, and that's a massive input is made. We want to do more. So if you're actually watching this video now, we want to do so much to help our ladies here in Ghana and almost across Africa to actually get into software development or get into tech. At least, if not for anything at all, they have that experience of getting into tech. Now, like you said earlier, we've not had so much persons to have given testimonies, but I can say that we have been able to have one serious mentee in 2020 who mentored in Tamale and then also mentored here. So we also speak to her, but honestly, we want a lot of support actually. We want fans to actually be getting in touch with them, because at least organizers will also want to motivate persons who volunteer to mentor these girls, maybe in a little way like data and some stipends for them to also be keeping in touch with their mentees. I think this will help us. So if you're watching and you think you know a company who can actually support Rose Girls Ghana or Rose Girls Kumasi, we'll be so much grateful and we could bring so much results to you. So mentors, is there anything more you would love to say? Or
okay, so I think I'm really grateful to be part of this. It's one thing to stand afar and mentor somebody in somebody who has virtually no idea in the technology, and giving the person like the basic steps for the person to start to appreciate. It's really enlightening, and it kind of motivates me to do more, because knowing that I can get to a level where I can still teach others. So yeah, I'm really grateful to be here.
I think so far so good. This year's program, or let's say this is the first of the year. I'm very sure there are another ones coming before the year ends. I'm praying that sponsors will come along so that we have another one. And then I would like to appeal. I don't know, but I think we need sponsorship. With maybe if it's an incubator, we need a place where we can actually constantly bring our mentees, deliberate on ideas, let them showcase what they have learned so far. Now everybody is scattered, we are far, even though everybody is remote, but once a while we need to come together. Let's give these mentees the chance to present their skills they have acquired throughout these programs, so that we the mentors can actually be a source of motivation for them. And also we need companies. We really need to push the ladies into internship, because the internship is what is going to give these ladies the experience that they need. So if organizations are ready to help us, we can give them we can send our ladies, if they can take our ladies on internships, even if it's 3 months, we'll be very grateful, because internship is really needed for the experience. Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming through, and thank you so much. See you